All right, so what's popping right now? So what's popping right now is what we're all talking about on social media, and radio, TV. We're talking about the NFL draft, which happened a couple of days ago. From Thursday through Sunday. Over the weekend, the NFL draft. The most popular topic was Deion Sanders' son, Shadeur Sanders. He was drafted in the fifth round. I believe he was the 166th pick, I believe. Just what happened to him, as the young people like to say, is diabolical. That was diabolical. What happened to Shadeur Sanders with the NFL draft was diabolical. Shadeur Sanders was projected to be a first round pick. On some people's mock draft, he was listed as maybe the number one or number two best quarterback in the country. And I've never seen anybody in my 40 years of living be so talked about, and stock was so high in a sport, to have such, I don't want to say fall from grace, but I've never seen someone who was projected so high but get drafted so low. I've seen people fall in the draft, and it's normal. I mean, the mock drafts, that's what they are. They're mock drafts. They are people's opinion on where they believe player will be projected based on what they believe the needs are of the NFL team. So a lot of speculation was that Shadeur Sanders was going to be drafted early in the first round. He fell all the way to the fifth round, and people were just shocked. Like, the whole world was shocked. Newscasters, sportscasters, Stephen A. Smith, several people were shocked. And obviously social media, Facebook, Twitter, X, or whatnot, were all voicing their opinions on it. And we believe, or not we, but a lot of people believe that it was a situation of race, which played a part in it, or they want to, as we know, the NFL is governed by a bunch of older white owners. So, they were said to, or it's said in social media that those owners colluded together to basically take Shadeur Sanders off their draft boards at all, or essentially teach him a lesson per se. Like whenever there's a young man who is sure of himself, they say that the white owners want to basically put someone in their place. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I feel like there is something going on that made him drop like that. He is a very confident young man. I wouldn't say that he is cocky, or I feel like it's all confidence. I don't feel like it's arrogance. He showed true character throughout this whole draft process. He basically leaned on his faith and leaned on his family, and he showed great character considering having such a fall in the draft. There was even a point where he was even prank called by one of the coach's sons. It said that I think it's one of the Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator's son somehow got Shadeur's phone number and called him, like, I believe during the second round or so, during, I believe, the Saints pick, and basically prank called Shadeur. I've heard that he's prank called other players as well, but obviously Shadeur is the headline of that. So Shadeur is now going to be on the Cleveland Browns, where they have like 5 quarterbacks now. I really think he has a legitimate shot of, being a starting quarterback. I think that he'll not only make the team, but he could be the starting quarterback. You got an older Joe Flacco. You got Kenny Pickett that just came from the Eagles that's, not really showing us much. And then you got the quarterback that was drafted just before him, I believe in round 3, who I believe Shadeur stats outshine the other young man that was drafted. And then obviously we got Deshaun Watson, who's coming off an injury. I was rooting for Deshaun Watson as far as wanting to see him excel in football. But obviously we know the outside distractions and things. So I think he's done. He's got a lot of off the field issues, which I believe have hurt on the field, and then with the physical injuries, I don't think just Deshaun Watson is going to be in the league much longer. Sad to say, but I'm hopeful for Shadeur. I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan through and through since the early 2000s. As a young kid, I might have to get a Shadeur Sanders jersey, at least to support or something of his. Maybe not a jersey, but something. He definitely deserves our support as a community, and I want to support the young man. What Deion Sanders has done for his kids and that Colorado program is just amazing. And, he's a black father. He did everything that he could for, his kids that he coached. And this is what we want our black fathers to do, is to lead, to mentor, to be there for them, and to help get them where they need to be. And he did a heck of a job trying to get Shadeur where he needed to be, even taking Travis Hunter under his wing, and helping him as well. So yeah, man, just a crazy situation at the NFL draft. But we're happy that he got drafted nonetheless, and he'll be able to showcase what he can do. I did hear a lot of people comparing the Shadeur Sanders situation to Colin Kaepernick. I don't think that's the same thing. I don't think the comparison is valid. I feel like Colin Kaepernick was literally standing for something way bigger than the NFL, and he essentially sacrificed his career to stand up for what he believed in. He hasn't played football since like 2017, so it's been a long time, and obviously he's not coming back to play, at least for the NFL. So obviously we wish him well, but it's definitely not the same situation. I mean, obviously there's similarities with both men being African American men, and it always somehow comes down to a race thing. So, but at the end of the day, Shadeur's picked, and hopefully, uh, hopefully he shines. I've mentioned that I hope the Browns get to the Super Bowl, and they'll have to play against my Eagles, and I got to go with my Eagles. I want my Eagles to win another Super Bowl, and if it's against the Browns, that's fine with me, or whoever they play. But I want Sergio to have some success. So, but yeah, man, that's what's popping right now.